PDP. PDP. Power to the people. Mkpụrụ ezaje wo mama ni wo. Ebrobe na chokun mama ni wo. Oh, have you to meze mama. Anuchuku local government mama. Ben the local government mama. Isugu ato mama. Umuno junokwaye. Abia buburu kwezono. Biko Ambo Balloon invite for this very important and sacred meeting. All of us Oswayambo politicians, and you know that this is just the beginning of another political era. I have decided to invite my brothers, my ward members, Ndohafia local government, and the Abia North zone. All this while, I have been talking to my God. I've been praying. I've been talking to my God. I've also been talking to members of my family, my friends, and my wonderful supporters. And I have also been convinced, based on my consultation, based on the messages, many of you here, who are here, some who are not here, have been coming to me, either in person or writing to me, asking me or reminding me that there is a need for me to give back to Abia State that I've gotten from Abia State. That I should come and play a very significant role in this particular dispensation. And having considered all this, I then decided to invite you to tell you, my brothers, my party men and women, that I am convinced I have been part of this process for close to 20 years. You sent me to the House of Assembly. I spent 12 solid years in the Abia State House of Assembly. And for these 12 years, the last 4 years, I spent it as an honorable speaker of that house. I want to say and I want to state that my experience going through the house, my experience in the house, as it affects my relationship with people, as it affects my knowledge of Abia State, and as it affects governance and lawmaking process of Abia State. I have also, courtesy of all of you, and by God's grace, been asked to join my boss and governor of Abia State to run for the position of governor and deputy governor in 2015. We did this after the first 4 years. We were again asked to go back. And by May this year, we must have spent 7 solid years in that office. And if you put them together, aggregate them together, you will discover that I have been in government of this particular state for 19 solid years. I've been in this position, not on appointing position, but on elective position. And I have all the experiences. I know all the corners of this state. I also have been part of the 3 governors that have served this state. I also know I am part of their successes. I will also want to admit and say, give me knocks for their little shortcomings. But one good thing I must tell you is that in all those shortcomings, I understand the missing links. And that, I have decided to come and tell my people, for these 19 years, Ndabia, you have invested so much in me. You have invested so much in me, and that these experiences cannot be wasted. And that is why I have decided to present myself to you. To ask Ndabia, to ask Ndebati, let me come and give back to Abia State what I have gotten from Abia State. I want to tell you as a person, if I am given the opportunity, which I know you will, to govern this state, I cannot have any excuse to give Ndabia. Because I have been around, I know it all. So, Marseille, I must, because charity begins at home. Before I go ahead, I must first and foremost come here, let my people know that this is what I want to do. And that is why I have invited you. From here, I want to plead with all of us. Ndebati, please, Ndebati. What we are doing going forward is a sacred duty. And I want us to understand this thing very, very well. The fate of this state after 2023 depends on what we are going to do. As party people, overtake primary election, some of us just see it as saying, well, let's just walk there. Anybody know your vote, where your vote. But you don't know that what you are doing at that particular point in time is to chart a course which you, your children yet unborn is going to pass for the next 4 years. And if you are lucky, that is if you are lucky. If you are not lucky, you might stay to another 4 years, which is 8 years. So what it means is that when we are talking about primary election, for Christ's sake, let's consider the person that you want to cast your vote for. Let's consider the person that you're going to cast your vote for. Because whatever you do, once you cast your vote and a candidate emerges, that person is likely going to be the governor of the state for the next 4 years. If he's a good man, God will help us. If he's not a good man, whatever we see, we'll do what? We'll take. And we don't have the luxury of 100 or 2 million years to stay in this world. Some of us, you might just discover that if you wait the next 4 years, like if you wait the next 4 years through an unfulfilled experiences in governance, you have wasted 4 years of your life. I want us, because Acheron going forward, maybe we don't give it consideration. Dito, when we are doing a general election, some of us don't bother about it. We just take it as, we just see it as anyhow exercise. And that's why I said we should get to know that is what a sacred duty, which will determine our future. So, having said that, my brothers and sisters, I have come today to present myself to all of you. And to tell you that I am ready, I am prepared, I have all that it takes to govern this state. I am going to, if given the opportunity, I am going to rule this state with fear of God. Those of you who understand and who know me very well, you understand my pedigree and you understand the way I do my things. By God's grace, by training, I am a chartered accountant. You will have transparency at its best. You will have accountability at its best. You will have good governance at its peak. God helping us, together we will take this state to a higher height. PDP!